But for those employers who have, maybe 10 or 20 staff members, quite often they've had no management training before. So the people management stuff can get quite hard and can be tricky. The concepts around psychosocial factors in the workplace are quite esoteric to the average small business person. Even the topics of things like, how do you assess job control of your workers? So, in a big organisation, you'd have a survey out, evidence-based measures, and look at, what the levels of job control are like in different areas of the business. But when you've only got 10 people, for them, that is seeing overkill. We can't afford to have a consultant in to do a survey. How are we going to look at psychological health and safety in a small business? So what I recommend is that the same principles in the integrated approach apply, but they look different and they have to be tailored to that specific setting. But I guess what you can do for something like, instead of a great big risk assessment survey, you could think about when you hire a staff member in that initial induction conversation, say to them, we have a basic policy here about psychological health and safety and about mental health. So we're really set up that we're open to discussions about these issues, whether it's something at work that might be creating a bit of stress for you. I want to know about it as the business owner, and I want to try and find ways of, reducing that impact or eliminating that stressor if it's possible. And, maybe you've got stuff going on at home, maybe work's going great for you, but, there are other issues and you might feel, that you need some support. I'm just opening the door for that conversation that even though we don't have an employee assistance program, I can help link you up with services and things if you need it. So even just something really basic like a 10-minute conversation at the start of employing someone can help you set up that little micro culture of how you operate and how you work with each other. So that's like one basic point. It could be, if it's a little bit larger, maybe you have 20 employees. I've heard about things like a suggestion box that's anonymous that any employee can write down, maybe a problem, and someone takes them out and has a look at them. And in the staff meeting, they talk about, we had 5 on customer aggression this week. So let's start thinking about what we can do about that. It's hard when you don't have the resources to pay for lots of specialist training like big companies do, but there is now starting to be stuff available with, freely available resources and things on the internet. And there's lots of new programs and things coming out to really try and deal with this issue of helping small business.